Clemson's Heisman candidate Christian Wilkins?
Hey, I mean, I don't know. Just I'll leave that up to you guys. But
What was that like for you watching that kick sail wide?
yeah, well, I ended up on the floor and I just kind of like looked up and I saw it start to sail, and then I kind of closed my eyes because I couldn't believe it was actually happening. So I just waited for the crowd to cheer and heard the crowd, and man, I just knew they messed up because they gave us another chance. But definitely hats off to NC State. They came in here and fought hard. You know, it's not easy coming into Death Valley, and they came in here prepared, fought hard, and really gave us a challenge. So they did their part, and we just did our part. You know, like even when it got real tough, even when the going got tough, we did what we had to do. When we needed it the most, we did it. So it was a great win today.
The field goal you blocked, take us through that play.
Well, really, I mean, it was just Coach Brooks always calls the field goal blocks, and it was really just a good call on his part. And I mean, it was just set us up perfectly. You got Dexter and Carlos manhandling the guards inside, so I was able to take advantage of my guy one-on-one, really, because they just really set me up nicely. They're paying a lot more attention to those guys, and I just really kind of got a one-on-one and just ripped inside and just went up. I kind of knew we needed a play. I mean, that could have changed the game right there. So if they made that field goal.
Talk about the fake punt.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. You know, it's always real fun every time I get to tote the rock a little bit. And I mean, they were prepared for it too. They had everybody ready, sitting, so I had to bounce it a little bit more. It's meant to hit a little bit more inside, but I had to bounce it out. You know, I'm a little upset though because I got tackled by a DB. You know. But hey, it was a good play by him, and I wanted to show off the speed a little bit. If I wanted to go screaming up the sideline for another 40, 50 yards, but it's all good.
How long you guys passed at some point this year?
You guys have had a lot of close calls so far this year. What is it about this team that you guys keep managing to win?
Well, really what it is when we need it, we get it. That's really what it is, and that goes into the off season and just how we practice all year, every week. You know, we're so big on finishing strong and everything, and when we really need it, we go and get it. So and you need to win games like those, and you need that to going down the stretch. Not every game's going to be a blowout. Not every game is going to be an easy win. You know, you need those tough, hard-fought games to really build your team.
Did you allow doubt to creep in when they're lining up for a field goal?
Not at all. I mean, I was confident all the way. I thought I was going to go block another one. I thought someone was going to make a play block another one. I mean, that's just what I thought, and I mean, he missed it. So.
Were you surprised they didn't try and take a couple of shots into the end zone on that last drive? I mean, you guys have been out on the field for a while.
Right, yeah, definitely. I mean, well, they were also having some success running the ball, too. So what they were doing is trying to run down the clock while give our offense, another chance to, go down and score, really. So, I mean, I'm not surprised necessarily.
Christian, I'm sure you've answered this already, but just your initial reaction when you saw the field goal was wide, and then kind of just describe the emotion on the sideline as you guys got a second lease on life.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I kind of saw it sailing to the right a little bit, and once I saw that, I just kind of closed my eyes and waited for the crowd to cheer because I couldn't believe it was happening. And then this place erupted, and I knew we had overtime, and knew it was time to really, they messed up because they gave us another chance.
What kind of boost of confidence and just the adrenaline does that give you guys to the sidelines?
It was everything. It just really, we look at each other and they messed up. They really gave us another chance to win the game. So let's go take care of business.
Have you felt that close to defeat, other than maybe the title game in the last 2 years?
I mean, personally, I didn't feel like we were even as close as it was. They're going down the kick. So you don't ever really feel like you're going to lose. You kind of just have that mentality this play is the play. The next play is the play, kind of thing like that. So you're not really thinking about that per se. But now that I have time to look back and reflect, you're like, okay, yeah, that was a close call. It was probably the closest we've been to losing for sure.
Your defense gave